And no one can legitimately argue that, right? It's just all something that we know. Whoever he's going to give an example is coming from some accredited community college that is named after the sole person that is teaching the one class there. There's no way that any
community college by Fred.
No Ivy League scholar would ever make claims as preposterous.
Sounds ridiculous, even though there's no world out there.
All right, I poisoned the well enough. Well, the late Harvard philosopher Hilary Putnam, for example, argued that we should replace metaphysical realism with internal realism, the view that the notion of exists or doesn't exist applies only within a theory and has no legitimate application to some alleged theory-independent real world. And the matrix hackles of my philosopher degrees have raised their heads, and this is where we watched at least the first movie. The internal realist then, when asked if something really real exists outside a community narrative, will say, really is being used in a very unclear, abandoned, modernist way. Can't do that. So the question should be disallowed. It is inappropriate because there's no such thing as a God's eye point of view that we can look down upon a world or a reality. Speaking of what is really real becomes nonsense. Do we mean the real world or the real world? See, Neo, he goes outside into the real world, but then he's able to use his powers in the real world. So is he in the real world, or is that world in and of itself not real? And we're matrix within matrices.
And now he gives us in the book, and I'm encouraging folks to look at it. He does give us several examples of this, of the folks we would call highly educated or whatever, that hold to these types of positions. Basically, Putnam is arguing that our language basically creates the world. That's what he's saying. And so that is going against the presupposition that a real world does exist. Now, what he's telling us, and what he tells us over and over again, he's not going to take a position necessarily on these issues. What he's trying to show is that these issues are necessary for science, and they have to be argued for or against philosophically. And that's what he's trying to get us to see here.
One might argue that you must be highly educated in order to believe such bizarre concepts as this.